Hello, follow Grubby.
Hey, the Viper, GL the Viper. Let's join a custom game. There's gonna be a couple of refreshers from knowledge from last time, one or two new things, and then into the 2-on-2.
Okay.
Let's just start the game. We're not gonna do a series 1-on-1. I'm just gonna watch you. Want to check out your build order, and we're gonna try to go for a fast expansion.
What is it? Yes, my lord.
Okay.
So everything to work. Start with the altar. Next new peasant makes a 5-second farm and then switches to barracks.
And then the one after there goes for another farm.
Makes that farm, not a new
Oh
one.
yeah, makes a farm.
All right. Yes, my lord.
Oh,
Okay.
there's gaps between, right?
Yeah, let's do it properly and restart for a second. We need to get the build layout correct.
Yeah.
This time we'll do the same thing, but I'm gonna be human and you'll watch how I do it first and you'll build it the same.
Should I build it further out from my base? Am I building
Just
it
mirror
too
me,
close? Okay.
mirror me at first and you'll get the concept. Game name the Viper. We're both human. You can choose yellow if you like.
Of course.
And we need to get the layout right to make it easier for you if you get harassed. Okay, 5 in gold. Then you make altar either direction. I don't really mind which direction. It can touch your town center, or it can be 1 gap or 2 gap. That part doesn't matter that much. Now you do it.
It looks like
All right, off I go then. Righto.
it's not always that intuitive to me how if it's a gap or not. This looks like
Okay.
it's not on the bottom, but it will be between the TCs, obviously. That'd be the town hall.
There's a 2 gap opening now.
Yeah.
You can always quickly press build farm,
Yes, my lord.
and then, by the way, that costs money in Warcraft 3.
What?
You only get back 75%. Just a
Yeah,
mechanic.
I'm aware.
My lord.
It doesn't matter whether you build it against your town hall or 1 gap or 2 gap,
Okay.
but generally you want to try 2 gap, and the thing is you're gonna have the ability. Let's put a couple of peasants on wood so that you can rebuild without penalty,
Righto. Yes, my lord.
because eventually you won't have enough, and make some new villagers.
Go then.
You can always say like build farm, space it against your town center, you put the ghost of the farm, and then you'll know that
All
the
right.
altar can be
Yeah.
2 away from it. You kind of get a feeling for it. So your next villager should make the farm on the left side. So watch my base again. Like this.
Okay. And instead
This will be your opening every game. You don't want to send another villager on the altar side. Because he's going to build the barracks next, and you will always want to have the altar and the barracks on opposite sides of your town hall.
Okay.
So yeah, how you did it now is perfect. And then when your new villager comes out and it's time to make the second farm, then you gap. Well, I don't have enough wood right now, but then you gap the altar, like so. You should have enough wood to do that now.
But do you leave a
No
pile?
gaps.
Good work. Righto.
So now you're in a full wall off, and it becomes important to remember the directionality of the rally of your altar. If you were to now rally on the turtles to the bottom right of your base,
Good work.
you would spawn outside, because it will search the bottom right corner to spawn the Archmage,
Yep.
but it's counterclockwise finding displacement position. So it will go north.
Off I go
Right.
then.
And
Yes, my lord.
I mean, on the top side, I can still leave with my peasants
My lord.
next to the barrack.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's what I
It's a
guess
soft,
I didn't
soft
tell you.
building.
There's a couple of thin units. Every worker is thin.
Okay.
Footmen are thin. Sorceresses and priests are thin.
What is it? Off I go then.
Ghouls, footmen, they are thin.
Okay, but
But
like
then,
heroes would not be able to pass around there.
yeah, heroes, most other units are thick.
Work.
Even the orc basic unit, the grunt, is thick as well. So what you've achieved now is prevent enemy heroes from going into your base,
Okay.
while footies and peasants can travel in and out freely.
Yeah. Okay.
Water elementals is thick as well, but if you want to try a cool thing, if you take your Archmage and you walk towards your farm and you stand as close as possible to the farm, and then you yeah, now you summon elemental, it will go over.
Get on with it. What is it?
Ready to work.
Nice.
Okay, so now you can defend against air units with the water elemental.
All
Okay.
right. Forward.
Because the reason why I wouldn't want to do this in the past was more because I felt like my villages would be stuck inside, or peasants, and I couldn't.
Oh,
But yeah, that makes sense. That
yeah,
they
I
can
never
sneak
thought to
around.
that.
Well,
Yes, my lord.
Okay, now make a couple of footmen. We're gonna try to creep our expansion.
what is
Large part of Warcraft 3 is making sure that you take the right camp at the right time, and also that when you do take the right camp at the right time, that you micro it properly in order to be able to actually beat it.
Yeah, so I can speak on that a little bit with the games I played the other day.
Yeah.
I never knew which camp to take. I just went to whatever was there, right? And I noticed once when I attacked something, I was so underpowered for attacking that
well?
Yeah.
compared to what I should have
Is it now?
expected. And I checked the
Let's see.
record.
Yeah, go ahead.
I checked the replay after as well to see what my opponent did, and he did not use the militia trick, like the call to arms, to attack a specific camp.
Ever?
Well, like maybe he did, but like the first camp he took, he did not use the call to arms.
Okay, that's usually a mistake.
Okay.
Because if an enemy runs with their hero immediately towards your base, right? By the time they arrive, if you use 4 militia plus the 2 footies and an elemental and an archmage, you're done with the camp and you're level 1.8, the one you're looking at now. And if you don't use the militia, then the only camp you could take is the turtles at the bottom of the map. And you'll barely be able to take those turtles without damage, and the goal is always no damage on any of your real units.
Yeah.
Okay, and then when he arrives, you're level 1.5. Now you don't really have an easy way to use militia on the next camp anymore because their hero is gonna mess with you.
Right.
That's why you get the militia.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna show you something. Let's say, right? First thing I do with my 2 footies,
Done.
I don't use all the rest of the footies. I take this camp with 2 footies and 5 militia. That's more than you need to take it like for free. I'm gonna split 3 militia on the backline Troll Berserker because every unit that I have here deals normal attack damage, and normal attack damage deals bonus damage on those 2 trolls.
Okay.
So when the hero and the water elemental are attacking, it's fine for those to attack the ogre. And for maximum speed of creeping, I want to use damage types. And normal attack, which is generally melee in this game, they can attack with bonus damage against medium, which is most ranged units like riflemen, the troll creeps, headhunters, and so on. So you split it. If you kill 1 creep by 1 creep, that's the advantage. You kill 1 creep, you get XP, you get gold now, you level up now, and you reduce the damage of that creep that's still there. But if you want to creep it as fast as possible, not taking less damage, but as fast as possible, you spread all your units along the damage types.
Yeah. You see the giant sea turtle as well is medium armor, while the other sea turtles are heavy armor.
Right. So ideally, I would have footies for sure on the giant sea turtle, and water elemental and archmage could be on the others for maximum speed creep. I want to show you how to take the expansion.
So in this case, you would
expansion-
go to the top left expansion always.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
You always only go to an expansion with gold. You never go somewhere just for wood.
Yeah, but like there's also an expansion in the center and in the bottom as well.
Oh,
I guess you have
right, yeah.
natural expansions.
Yeah, top left is my natural, bottom right yours. Mid is like very well defended.
Yeah.
You see the Ogre has chaos damage. He's got spells. You can tell that he has spells because there's a blue bar underneath, which is their mana bar.
Right, right.
So there's a couple of ways to creep this camp. You'll notice that there's a couple of different creeps, and a lot of this is knowledge that you eventually need to figure out how it works. So you've got the Null Assassin. What it does is it does a poison attack, and this one does damage over time for some period of time.
Okay.
And its AI wants it to poison everything. So long as someone still has a dot on them, a poison, a damage over time, then he will not attack them again. He'll go to the next target. So if you come in with 10 units, he'll try to poison all 10 of them. And this is not great
Okay.
for us. I mean, it hurts all the units, which is painful, and regeneration is pretty slow. But there is natural regeneration in the game, unlike in Age of Empires. Then you've got the Null Warden. He has a mana bar. That means he has spells. It's a knowledge thing. You have to know what kind of spells he has. The Null
Yeah.
Warden does Purge. This is a near root, decaying slow.
Okay.
So you start very slow and then you get faster again. Normal.
There's just a slow effect that gradually comes back.
Yes. And it has 2 additional effects. It does damage against summonables, which is the water elemental. Like 200 damage.
Okay.
So you want to avoid it to focus your water elemental. If I send the water elemental in first and I start attacking it, he will immediately purge it. You
Yeah.
see the damage it takes. So we want to take the purge with something else.
Yeah.
It tries to behave in this way. It purges only melee things, not ranged, ever. So the goal will be to get 1 hit in with the footman before sending water elemental in. And for the poison guys, the counter micro to them is to kill them as fast as possible.
Okay.
And finally, the Null Overseer has an aura effect. It gives, you see the little blue hue under every unit? That aura is a auto attack damage bonus. So
Okay.
here's how I would creep it. Militia on 1 poisoner, footies on the other. Summon right after the purge, like this. Make sure that all my footies are out of range of the big one, so that he starts attacking the water elemental.
Right.
So we kill the ranged ones first. Ranged ones are generally easiest to kill and deal the most damage. Generally, creeps prefer to attack water elementals, which is good for us. And now we haven't taken that much damage. And now you try to do the same thing with 4 footies and 5 militia.
Lord. Of course.
Well?
Yes, my liege.
What? Righto. More work? Yes,
What
me
is it you
lord.
need?
More
Ready for
work?
action. Yes, my liege.
My Archmage is only level 1 though.
Yeah, I had done 1 other creep camp, I got 1 item. So you should take it slightly less efficiently
Oh.
based on the stats.
Are they? Oh, they are militia. Yeah.
Yeah.
Say the word. What do you need?
Okay.
Get on with it.
Militia don't last long enough to wait that long. So attack everything on 1 poisoner with footies, everything on another with militia. Now summon elemental.
I clicked it. It was supposed to be.
So now you want to move the elemental closer to the overseer,
Yeah. I did a misclick in
Close.
there.
and then now he prefers that one.
Yeah.
Off I go then.
So you've got the expo. Your peasants are roughly the same health as mine, but taking a bit too much damage on footies because slower elemental and slightly less effective focus fire.
Yeah.
Yes, my liege.
I did one
Now-
misclick in there that hurt a little bit, but
Yeah.
Yes, on my way.
you preemptively split, like you had half, like your footmen on one side, militia on the other
Yes.
side to go in on the. Yeah.
What do you need?
And you want to make sure that when the militia arrive, you're ready to go mind and body.
Righto.
Yeah.
Orders? Aye, my lord.
Show you something else. The Ogre Lord is very powerful, but you can lure him quite far away. He'll go about as far as the chicken that my footmen are next to now,
Okay.
and no further than that. So if you surround him effectively, okay,
Yeah. What was that?
yeah. If you do, this sometimes happens, but if you surround him effectively, then you can take him down far away without everyone else bothering him.
So, but does he fight back when you trap him, or does he keep trying to run?
He does fight back. And like now he's getting inner fire. You see that horse hoof on him with the crown? That's an inner fire that gives bonus armor. He's also getting healed from the troll that's next to him with the fiery red hands.
Okay.
Oh, last hit gives XP, so if you steal it,
Aha. He's healing. He was cheating.
look what it drops. Take this item.
Increase the attack damage on nearby. Oh, that's sick.
Yeah.
7%.
There's only 1 of this on the map.
Okay.
So whoever gets it, it's quite good. And did you know you can control your hero with F1?
Yes.
Okay.
And the next hero with F2. I got
I
right.
did- I denied myself. You didn't get XP. Did you
Oh,
see the
yeah,
blue
yeah.
exclamation mark?
I did not.
So if you can, and you know something is gonna die, you can attack it yourself to
Yeah.
deny XP.
Yeah. Makes sense.
Let's go to the Goblin shop. There's one more thing that I want to teach, and then we're gonna go 2 on 2. The Goblin shop is, you can't see my pings, to your left.
Yeah.
Actually,
The
go ahead.
laboratory?
Park your Archmage next to that building you were just next to.
Tavern?
Yeah. And go to tier 2.
Okay.
You don't need to be tier 2 to read it. So you see that there's 8 neutral heroes available here.
Mm-hmm.
And you can hire them. They cost 35 more wood when you buy them from here.
Mm-hmm.
Than an altar hero. Altar is 425/100. Tavern hero is 425/135. But they are hired instantly and on location. So you lose the 55-second training time and the walking time to here. So if you need a hero in the middle of the map, you're happy to take another one.
Job's done.
Consider one of these 8.
Yeah. I played one of the games I played, the other guy made the Dark Ranger from this.
Right. Okay. And that's kind of like a momentum hero.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I felt it. There also one where I killed the Mountain King in combat, but he instantly respawned him at the tavern.
Oh yeah, that costs almost twice as much as reviving from altar, but it's instant.
Yeah.
But they don't start with the 100 mana that they have from the altar, and they have half-life.
Okay.
It can be really worth it to rebuy. If you remember, we had a rebuy in the 2-on-2
Yeah,
as well.
I remember. I remember.
Okay. One more thing you need to see. Go around the corner across the top of this forest, and then left. Turn left. And then, well, it's awkward that the camp is starting, that it's turning daytime.
Mm-hmm.
But go ahead and just click the Goblin shop. You don't need to be near yet.
Yeah.
Click it and read it.
I mean, just all the options.
Yes, read some of the options. We can actually creep it together. Your Archmage, my Militia.
Let's go. Teamwork.
Priest first, because he heals. And he's easy to kill. You want to ideally kill him so fast that he can't summon another Inner Fire. But didn't work.
Boots of speed. Hurry up vitality. So is there any of these that are like high priority or like...
Yes. Mainly the heal scroll and the invulnerability potion. Those are most important. Heal scroll has no cap of the amount of units it will heal. It's everything in a large radius around yourself. About as large as the XP acquisition radius, if you remember. It costs 250 gold. You can go ahead and buy it. Buy 2 of it, in fact. Okay. Now, hurt your Archmage. Yeah, okay. Now use your heal scroll.
Oh, I clicked the hotkey, but that doesn't work, yeah.
So it's an instant heal for both your elemental, every unit around you, every hero, every ally. 150 heal to everyone. And now you see that the second one is on cooldown.
Yeah, yeah.
So part of the reason you want multiple heroes is so that you can put one heal scroll on every hero. And then at the right time, when your army is getting hurt, summon a heal, like, use a heal scroll
Yeah, makes
to
sense.
heal everyone.
Yeah.
And then there is the... did you level up your Water Elemental yet?
Yes?
Okay, this looks like a level 1 Water Elemental.
May have just did it.
Okay. Go to the shop. One more thing. You want to see the Potion of Invulnerability. You'll see that there is a stock cooldown where the heal scroll is coming back in 68 seconds. So when you see that, you'll know that someone was there recently and bought something.
So it's universal.
Yep.
Okay.
You can sell the crystal ball for now by right-clicking it and then left-click dropping it on the Goblin Merchant.
Ooh, I'm rich.
60% of its gold that it would cost to buy it is what you get.
Okay.
You have to click on top of the shop, like not right next to it.
Yeah, I know.
Exactly.
Misclick.
Yep. And then there's a protection scroll. Protection scroll functions like an armor upgrade. If you remember the blacksmith and armor upgrades you could get there, protection scroll offers the same advantage, which is 2 armor. But the advantage is it also affects units that otherwise would not receive armor upgrades, such as heroes and water elementals.
Okay.
And units that may not be in that same tech tree of armor upgrades.
And it's a similar aura or area as the healing.
Yes, correct.
Yeah.
And then also note the acquisition of using the Goblin Merchant. Do you have the selection arrow on you now? Now you do.
Yes, yes.
Try to move outside so you get a feel for the radius.
Whatever. Fine.
It's slow to acquire, so stand where the torch is.
Whatever.
Now take one step to the right.
Well,
Are you still in range?
No, it disappeared.
what is it?
That's the range, the torch.
Perfect.
Okay. Okay.
Well,
If you want to buy something with another hero, you click on the shop, you see the bottom right hotkey, select user. You can switch that to your Mountain King. Otherwise, it takes the first hero in range. This can be
Right.
important. Sometimes your Archmage is full on inventory, but you want to buy something with your Mountain King.
Yeah. Okay.
Then let's get the Tome of Retraining. See one more thing.
Hello.
Use it.
Because all my skills are reset. Yeah.
Yeah, now choose Blizzard. Have you used it before?
Yeah. In the campaign.
It's 6 waves of damage if you keep channeling. It's really strong, but it does friendly fire.
Oh, so if I move, I cancel it.
whatever.
Yes.
Well,
Now try something else. Take your Archmage and also select your footies at home and put them in the same group.
Say the word.
Okay. Now cast Blizzard again while they're all in the same group.
Yes.
Yeah. Now right-click immediately somewhere.
Ah, he continues, but the units.
Still come.
Yeah.
hardly wait.
So it's only when a channeling hero is in their own group without anything else that a right-click interrupts channeling. Otherwise,
Okay.
it does a friendly mercy rule where it only moves the other units.
What do you need?
Roger that.
Orders.
You require my assistance?
Okay. Oh, and you can also click on the portrait top left
Well,
What do you
to
mean?
control your hero.
Yeah,
Which
yeah.
is also useful because when you make a paladin and you get holy light, you can use the portraits to heal in case you can't find your hero on the battlefield.
Oh. Okay, so you can click the ability and then click the portrait on the top left.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay.
Say the word. Orders.
Ah, I beat Grubby.
Ready for 2 on 2?
I'm ready.